105, over to the 10 to the 405 LA, boy, we get it in. 110 to the 105, over to the 10 to the 405 LA, boy, we get it in. Still about to flip a script, man, I'm trying to get rich. Like I'm in Las Vegas with a bunch of fucking chips. About to breathe right by you, let the motor open up. I'm a 454, y'all niggas souped up. Flows winter like Colorado, know it be cold. I've been having money, niggas, since 10 years old. Neck froze, not me, I ain't showing what I got. Niggas got some issues, me, I'm pimping parking lots. Everybody.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. Today we're diving into something too many of us avoid: the people we keep close, our circle, the tribe, the ones we trust. But here's the truth nobody wants to say out loud. Sometimes your circle needs a serious rebuild, not just a little trim, but a full reconstruction. Why? Because not everyone in your circle is moving forward with you. Some are stuck in the past, some want to pull you down, and some might even put you in danger. This isn't about cutting people off cutting them off out of hate. It's about protecting your peace, your growth, and your future. It's about taking control and intentionally rebuilding the people around you to support your vision, your goals, and your safety. You know what I'm saying? So y'all buckle up, man. It's gonna be a pretty good show tonight. It's time to talk real about who deserves a seat at your table and who needs to be shown the door. This is Circle Reconstruction. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into this shit real quick, man. Got my boy Don here, man. Yeah, man, this show is a different show today. We gonna talk about a lot of people who want to have changes in their life, but a lot of stuff ain't changing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that has to do with your environment. A lot of that has to do with you personally, but it also has to do with some of the people you keep around you. What's the word, Don?
Hey, saying no change, my brother. Just keep pushing the good and dumping the bad. If you don't dump the bad, the residual effects will be in your life. So, gotta keep pushing that good.
I hear you on that, man. You know what? Real quick, man. Like I say, since this show is called Circle Reconstruction, it's been a lot of interesting things going on in the past few days, even today. Rest in peace to, Miss Robinson, the lady in Cabo, the 25-year-old, sister who was, unalived by her friends. I got a clip I want to show real quick. This is why I say sometimes you have to check your circle. But before we get into the clip.
No copyright infringement intended. This video is for educational purposes only. The audio belongs to its rightful owners.
Everything is for educational purposes, yeah, just educating people and letting them know about what's going on, some stuff already. I seen a clip on KRAN 4 News, man. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Y'all check this out.
Away to Cabo San Lucas in October 2022, but 25-year-old Shanquella Robinson never made it home. Investigators say her 6 travel mates, now dubbed as the Cabo Six, initially told Robinson's family she may have died from alcohol poisoning. But according to documents WCNC Charlotte obtained, an autopsy in Mexico revealed a different story: severe spinal and neck trauma. Robinson's dad, Bernard, says the pain is still raw.
It just hurt to the core that these 6 individuals out here came back to the United States soil, walking around here like they ain't did nothing.
I know some people may remember that story. I don't know if you remember that story, Don, but me personally, I think this has something to do with like loyalty versus self-preservation, resizing your circle. Like it ain't betrayal, but in a situation like this is why I say that some people need to bring it up, because this young lady thought she was going down there with friends.
Everybody ain't your friend.
Everybody's not, and all around,
They'll present themselves as your friend, but in retrospect, they're just there to try to get it. That's it. They either they're trying to get it or see if they can get it or see what can benefit them.
Yeah, that's true. They issued this arrest warrant for these. For I don't think it was for every individual. If I'm not mistaken, the one person that was issued an arrest warrant has been captured 2 years later. And some people on comments on social media were saying that, oh, why don't they just allow the person to go to jail and go to trial here in America? No, you committed that crime in that country. That's where you're gonna go do the time at.
So how did they apprehend this guy, and how did they come to the conclusion that he was the one?
They had a federal they issued a federal warrant, and the people fled back to America, coming from Cabo
Yeah.
San Lucas, and they've been on the run here in America for a couple years until now, and it's caught up with this person. So one thing I do want to tell that person who was on the run out here, like the father said, coming back, living life like they ain't nothing happened, just enjoying life, making money. And this is what I gotta say to that person who unalived that young lady.
No more money for you.
Yeah, pretty much. He'll be able to make money, but not the kind of money he think.
Yeah, money off of. I mean, I don't
He'll
know
be able to
who it
make.
is.
He'll be able to make other people money, and he'll be able to make money for the commissary. Oh, that's right. He's over there, so he ain't gonna be making money like that.
Oh, yes, he is for somebody, because we all know don't nobody want to go to jail in Mexico, so they're gonna have a nice little black prostitute in there that they're gonna be making all kind of money off of.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
yeah, yeah. They like going off any house.
But this is some stuff that people have to like pay attention to. When I say about Circle Reconstruction, that's a prime example. She thought she was going down there with some friends. There's some people around right now who hang around people every day. That's very detrimental to their well-being. Who don't care about them at all. And also your circle that you got to watch too, not just your immediate circle, like your circle of doing things normally. Like, for instance, we worked at the airlines before. We know a lot of people travel. A lot of people like specific airlines. They like specific, planes, stuff like that. The major airlines. What's the top 3 airlines you think of when you talk about airlines in America?
Yeah.
You think of Delta, United, and American. These are 3 airlines that a lot of people fly. Well, today, they had some disturbing news that was presented. I want y'all to check it out. We got a clip right here, just a little short clip. This is another circle you may have to break. Don't get used to doing everything the same place and through the same company, because just because they offer you good business, you don't know who worked for these people. Check this clip out.
Law enforcement says they opened the case against him in April of 2025.
Consider what the allegations are here of serious sexual assault of a very young child. If these allegations are true, this is someone who is a danger to the community. And I think that also is included in why the bail is.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's how they get out.
That is crazy right there.
That's how
That
they
is
get
crazy.
out.
Now these are allegations. You know what I'm saying? And he is a he is a pilot for Delta Airlines. He was a co-pilot. He was arrested for allegations of an offense with a child. So I'm gonna tell you like this. They said when the plane land, I'm not sure if it was going Frisco to Minneapolis or Minneapolis to Frisco, but
it was going to Frisco, loved one, and it was
going to Frisco.
It was sexual abuse materials.
Sexual abuse materials. Wow.
I read up on it last night. It's just funny that you're talking about it now. I read up on it last night.
And you know what's crazy? They said you can Google it. They got some clips on Google. Some people who were on that plane said that they seen a bunch of masked men just swarmed the cockpit. You know, some counted like over 10 officers. And I was like, yeah, you know, it had to be something serious for them to for them to pull that off. And
Different badges, agencies,
yeah,
markings.
local, federal.
Yeah, some didn't have masks on, some did have masks on. It was a very, very diabolical scene on that airplane for them people that was just being passengers.
It was, man. It
So
was.
obviously there was various agencies involved in that bus.
Oh, of course, of course, of
Yeah,
course.
they said local was there to make the bus along with federal officers. So I mean,
Probably
you
was
know,
federal, state, and local.
federal, state, and local, you know, especially on the airport property, everything there's federal. That's why I tell a lot of people, you know, don't be going to that airport cutting up and think y'all finna fight people and get mad in that airport, because something on the street might get you a book and release, you know, and through local, but on federal property, you might do 6 months behind something minor.
Yep, yep. And you'll get a federal offense.
A federal offense, and you might go on a no-fly list where they won't allow you to fly for a certain amount of time.
Yep, yep, yep. Not
That's some stuff.
unless you are, not unless you are of a certain persuasion, then you probably can get away with some of that.
What
Yeah,
you mean? It's that certain persuasion that got yanked up out the airport,
Yeah, that,
off the
yep,
plane.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
either way it go, that pilot, he shouldn't. If what he's alleged of doing, if he did it, he shouldn't have done it. But one thing I know, Delta said they suspended him pending investigation. So right now, one thing I could say for him is
No more money for you.
Okay, Pete, I get what you're saying as far as him being suspended and all that without pay and all that. But that's that certain privilege, that unspoken privilege amongst certain communities. You know what I'm saying? That'd have been one of us. We'd have lost our job, pension, benefits, all that.
On the spot.
well, yeah, you're right. These are like I say, these are allegations. Well, this is just what the media said. All these enforcement agencies came and got him off of that plane. We don't know what's going on with that dude right now.
Okay, but why? Okay, look at how they do us in sports when something minor comes up. They damn near ready to kick us out of the league that we, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a reason why they didn't try to put Kobe up out of there, because Kobe brought a lot of money. If he didn't bring a lot of money, they'd have did him like they did John Morant.
Well, you see that stopped Morant's money for a minute, those little antics, and he saw what happened when those checks don't hit the account, you know, from being fined and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
He got that message real quick.
No more money for you.
What did Durant do?
He said Durant. It was Morant, John Morant. The explicit hand gestures during the game. You know, you can't do certain stuff like that.
He got hit for pulling that tool out. That's what he got hit for.
Yeah, I
Really?
didn't want to say that, but yeah.
Wow. Wow.
What you mean, CP? That's our problem. We try to move the goalpost, but boy, hey, look, he did it. He did that dumb shit.
Damn it.
It ain't like he didn't do it.
And
Yeah, you're
what's his
right.
name did this? What's his name did the same thing? Only he did it in a swimming pool.
Lord, what in the do you need one in the pool for?
But I
Man,
mean, there wasn't no repercussions for it. I don't think he didn't get another job in the NFL. But
That was the repercussion.
yeah, yeah, he didn't do no jail time. Cause you're a celebrity doing shit like that, they want every nickel you got. Go back in the kitty.
yeah, you're right, man. They will try to make sure you ain't gonna have no finances, you know what I'm saying? But you know what,
Exactly.
man? One thing I will say too, like I say, reconstructing your circle, it also means maybe being around people who ain't up to date. You know what I'm saying? detrimental to people too is like people who don't know their own history, people who try to downplay their own history, especially a lot of these younger cats now. You know, a lot of the people who were born in the, I want to say mid to late 90s, who, you know, what's they like 30, late 20s or something like right now.
Yeah.
You know, those, a lot of them, they talk about stuff that happened before they were born, but they you know, they didn't see it like me. You know, I saw the Rodney King stuff going on. You know, I was here. I didn't see it on TV. We were here. But a lot of them need to know what went on, and a lot of other races need to know what went on with us. Why they say the anger. A lot of people, a lot of agencies are, how do I say it? They're getting criticized for detaining people a certain way. I want y'all to check this out real quick. This happened, and mind you, nothing happened. Now this might be a little graphic, you know what I'm saying, but it's all for educational purpose. Check this out real quick.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah, the cold part about that is it wasn't the ass whooping that killed him. It was the money that he bought with the money he got from that ass whooping that killed him.
What'd you say? The blasting off?
Yeah, it wasn't them billy clubs that killed him. It was that other shit.
Yeah, but like I say, what a lot of people don't know, even younger blacks, they don't even know. They heard about it, but they never really seen it. I hope somebody who see this shares this with somebody so they can have a visual of what happened. Now these officers were taking target practice of Mr. King, rest in peace, and these officers were they didn't go to jail. I think it was a mistrial or something like that, or but
yeah, they didn't do no time.
They didn't do no time, man. And like I say, this wasn't the final straw. Also, the unaliving of little Latasha from the Korean store owner. You know, the city was already.
Yeah.
You know, the city was already.
That's like unforgivable. Unforgivable.
And you
And
know,
I look at all
that
the
was crazy.
nips like that.
That was crazy, man. You know, you can go back, you know, National Geographic, shout out to National Geographic. They have a video, a documentary called LA 92. It's based on the 92 riots. It documents, shows everything. It shows how the Korean store owner started shooting people. There were 21 people actually unalive during the LA riots that a lot of people don't talk about, you know, which I knew there were some people unalive, but as I got older, I didn't realize that it was 21 people. Some people may say 21 is not a lot. Yeah, 21 is a lot. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
You know, that was a lot of people.
It's not a lot to them, but if 4 of them would have got killed, it would have been a lot.
Yeah. Well, one thing I will say, there were, from what I hear, there were mixed races of people who were unalive during that 1992 riot. As everyone's seen on that corner of Florence and Normandy, the rock that was thrown at Reginald Denny. It was brutal, man. Like, don't get me wrong. We're not saying we condone any of that. Like, we don't condone violence. But my thing is, it's like, look how people were getting treated. So when people say, like, why isn't the black community standing up for them? Look at the shit we had to go through.
What did Reginald Denny, what the hell he get out that fucking truck for in the beginning?
He had an 18-wheeler. An 18-wheeler.
Why would you get out your motherfucking truck anyhow, in that situation? You know what? You know, God bless, he lived, all this other stuff. But sometimes stupidity puts you in a place that you shouldn't be in.
Yes, it does. And, you know, real quick with a quick update, we got an alert here in South LA. If anybody's in the area of 50th Place and South Hoover, police have a foot pursuit of an armed man. So y'all see somebody running around over there, y'all duck in the house. Don't be a hero. Let the police do their job.
Pretty much.
Just what that man said. Hey, look, hey, this is from experience. If your ass is in the 50s, up and
Pretty
down
much.
that street, take your ass in the house. Don't be no
Pretty
hero.
much.
Don't try to go viral. Oh well, I mean, you gonna go viral, but it ain't gonna be for what you think it's gonna be. That's all I'm talking about. This is just because it's 2025, just because all this is going on. This is still Los Angeles. You feel me?
Yes, and
South
also
subset, sub division, South Central. Yeah, it's take y'all ass in the house. You dig what I'm saying?
you're right.
I know them streets. The brothers I'm on the screen with know them streets. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, hey, take your ass out there trying to be a hero if you want to. Your family members gonna have to get a T-shirt made and cry on camera in front of the world. Please don't be one of them. Just
Do not be one of them.
let them let the course of whatever gonna happen.
Yep. Also, um, condolences to the family of the officer who was unalived in Manhattan. If people who don't know, there was an active shooting going on less than 2 hours ago. 4 people have been unalived. Um, it says an NYPD officer among 4 unalived in a mass shooting at the Midtown skyscraper. The suspect has been unalived. Mayor Adams, he provided an update on the shooting. He reports that it was a lone shooter, shooting multiple individuals today in the Midtown Manhattan has been neutralized. This is what the mayor said about a little under 2 hours ago. So, anybody who wants to check that out, anybody who has some people in that area wants to check up on them. But from what we're hearing, they said the building where the shooting happened, it contained offices of Blackstone and the NFL headquarters. So, wonder what's going on. You know what I'm saying? NFL season starting this week. Is kicking off Hall of Fame game Thursday. LA Chargers against the Lions, and now you have some tragic news coming from a place where the NFL headquarters has offices. So like I said, rest in peace to the people unalived.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
lot of a lot of
He went off in there with bad intentions. He went off in there with bad intentions. He clipped them too, and he domed himself. So you doming yourself, you ain't going in with good intentions.
No, you're not, man. And it's just been a crazy day, man. Like even shit earlier today, or what said I say late last night or whatever. NBA veteran, y'all know Marcus Morris Sr., one of the twins. He was arrested, late
Oh
Sunday,
wow.
in the
Oh
airport
wow.
in Broward County, on a charge of fraud relating to an insufficient funds check charge. That was according to the local 10 in Broward County. And
What
that's
the
wild,
hell?
man.
Really? For
Yeah,
insignificant? That's scandalous.
yeah.
That's scandalous. Hey, come on,
Well,
man. Mr. Charlie do that all day long, and they don't go to jail for that.
no, well, his brother, the twin, he spoke out. He said the wording is crazy. That's what his brother Markeith Morris wrote. He said, "Damn, for the amount of money they'll embarrass you in the airport with your family, they got y'all really thinking my bro did some fraud shit." Well, they didn't say shit, but they could have they could have came to the crib for all that. When y'all hear the real story on this shit, man, all I can say is lesson learned. Bro will tell you tomorrow. This weird shit gave me a headache. Can't stop nothing. So basically, his brother is saying, from what I get out of this, media is gonna make it seem like he's some kind of criminal. But he said for the amount of money that it was, it's like you could have came to the house and spoke about that. So basically, it was nothing, but they had to make the scene bigger than what it was.
Yeah. I mean, I've been caught in a situation where I didn't know I was short, and my banker covered the money, and no big deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They charge you the little $20, and bang, it's over with.
yeah.
And especially if you got good credit, you know, you can do the shit up to what, $4 or $5,000. They ain't gonna sweat you because they know you got the money. They know you're gonna take care
Yeah,
of it.
yeah. Like I say, man, it's just crazy, man. Because like they say, the media will make you how do I say it? They will make somebody seem like they're a very, very, very bad person.
Yeah. Yeah, because I do something like that, man. They hit my, since I got the same thing in the savings and checking, they hit your savings account.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, they will,
You
man.
know?
And that's also something too, man. People have to really look at stuff like that also, as far as like your banking stuff like that. That's some shit you got to change around too, man. That's some part of your circle reconstruction. If you around a lot of people that's always encouraging you to spend a lot of money, maybe them some people you shouldn't be around.
Exactly.
Facts. Move
Exactly.
around. Get the
Exactly.
fuck out of Dodge, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
real talk. And for some of the older gentlemen too that may be listening, um, I'm gonna say this. No offense to anybody, but me personally, there's a lot of single women out here looking for a good man just to be in their life. So all you lazy men that just don't want to take the time out of your day to have a conversation with a woman you see and just want to go straight to the blade, and the only conversation you want to have is how much, y'all need to stop that.
Your wee wee gonna fall off.
All the way off. Because they got
That
stuff that
is
ain't
funny.
they got stuff that condoms are not catching.
Exactly.
Period.
Exactly. Yep,
But
you're right about that.
a lot of people don't want to hear that though, because I think I asked Big LA this. We had this question, and he was I asked him. I said, "Damn, man, when did they normalize this? Where men, it's okay for them to bang women for pay for it, you know?"
That's I told you that go all the way back to the Jezebel days. You know what I'm saying? Even in the
What
the
up, Mr. Charles?
old times, it wasn't considered slanging pussy. They was Jezebels. They was fast. Everything else except what it really was. Just because you went and gave Mr. Jimmy some coochie and he gave you some bread and milk, hey, back then that
Yeah.
was a money payment. You know what I'm saying? That was a barter system. That was a transference of goods between two people. You wanted to feed your kids, he wanted to get off. It ain't
Yeah.
that serious, y'all. It ain't that serious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I mean, different, like they say, different strokes for different folks. Let's see what he got. Mr. Charles said, my big sis used to give it up for 42 cents in 69.
Why would never mind.
42 cents.
What was the equivalent? What's the equivalent of 42 cents back then today?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
40 $40.
That was yeah, you're right, Big LA. $42.
Really?
Forty
42
dollars.
cents?
For
42
42 cents
cent
in
back then,
1969 is equivalent to $42 today.
right now.
Wow.
So
Wow.
so so what'd you say, Mr. Charles? Your sister already had a $40 plan.
Boy, the 2 cent was the tariff.
Oh man, can you imagine some of the cats that right now, anybody listening who probably got a buddy or somebody that worked with them that's always buying love, you know what I mean? It just imagine if that person was able to get somebody for 42 cents.
Lord, he'll never make it to work. He'll never, boy.
That's crazy.
Real talk.
Yeah, well, you think about
You're
the
right.
guys now. They giving away big bank. big bank.
Super bank.
You know,
I'm talking about super
I
bank,
mean, they giving it out so much that they end up getting a divorce.
and that's crazy.
You can only hide that money for so long, and and your wife already know how much you make.
Oh yeah, she already knows. Some of these guys, man. I mean, some people. I ain't gonna say just guys, but some people go through so much drama to keep a lie going rather than just live your life right.
Yeah, exactly. If you're gonna
Like
be
for
like
real.
that, don't get married. Don't have a girl.
No,
You
like for
know,
real.
just be a
Man,
little
hey,
whore.
and I'm gonna say this too, man. Some of y'all little young girls, I ain't talking about younger, I'm talking about they over 18, but the younger women, y'all stop letting these ladies influence y'all to go out here and make love with random guys with no protection. Cause you got some singers, some rapping women now telling y'all what she do and this what go down, and so
Live your
y'all
life for you, not the next
for you.
motherfucker.
What you say, like what's his name from the used to play for what's his name used to play with for the ones in Oakland messing with the rapper girl.
With the rapper girl. Oh, Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, yeah. Like you say, tell him don't be going off messing with no marrying no Megan Thee Stallion, cause you already know where she been.
Would you say
You
she
know what
got a
she
Cassie
represent,
pass?
huh?
Said she got a Cassie pass.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, he go.
let's just say, let's just say, when you get off in those guts, it ain't gonna be tight. He said, start talking and hear that little echo, you know it's not right.
Well, these guys want to take chances with some of these people, and some of these ladies want to take chances with some of these celebrity guys. That's gonna drain
Yeah.
them. They all need to remember. After that,
No more money for you.
Yes, sir. They don't learn though. That's the oldest. That's the oldest profession on this planet, and they still haven't learned in over two
yeah, you're right.
thousand years.
And
They
they're
haven't
and
learned.
they're decriminalizing some of that stuff in certain states.
You think so?
I know so. Look at California. Shit.
Well, I mean, it's
What up,
still
Russ?
against the law. It's still against the law because they had a somebody was telling me. I think that was you was telling me that, or somebody told me that they had like a sting on Figueroa.
Yeah, it's against the law, but just saying, like, remember they used to harass anybody out there, even the ladies. Now they can't do that no more. You got to have legitimate, probable cause. You can't just say, "Oh, she's half naked. Oh, she's one of them." You can't do that no more.
Wow, somebody's getting a payoff.
Yeah. Well, what up, Russ?
All right, what's going on?
Ain't
Yeah,
much shit,
somebody's
man.
getting paid off. Somebody getting paid off. Anytime something like that happens and you break the norm, you're getting
Yeah.
clipped off something.
Well, some people say it was a ploy to get the middleman out, meaning that these pimps, they was being aggressive. They said that to scare them off, but a lot of them have retired and went to other avenues. But I know one thing for them.
No more money for you.
Excuse me.
Shit.
That is funny. But you say
What's the
no
word,
more
Russ, man?
money
What's
for
going
you.
down in Houston?
Shit. Hell, same old, man. Fellas, I know. Working and living.
Hey, Let me ask you this question, Russ, from a legal standpoint. Let me run this back real quick so you get a better idea. Check this out.
Law enforcement says they opened the case against him in April of 2025.
Consider what the allegations are here of serious sexual assault of a very young child. If these allegations are true, this is someone who is a danger to the community. And I think that also is included in why the bail is.
His bail is set at $5 million. They came and got him soon as he landed in the airport. The severity of that from everything that happened. What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, it sounds deserving. I don't have any sympathy for child molesters or people who injure kids.
Right.
Shit.
I agree.
Oh, hell no. Look, good for him.
So
and now that I see the picture, he don't look like he from. Look like he's somewhere else.
Yeah. Well, a lot of those pilots. I put it to you like this. This is something I know firsthand from working at the airport for so many years. A lot of the pilots nowadays are younger Middle Eastern guys, a lot of Indian descent, because a lot of people can't afford to go to pilot school. That shit is high, so you catch a lot of guys who are foreigners who get into that position, not just because they love it. Also, it gives them opportunity to go home when they want to, because you fly free as an airline employee.
And he can contest to that because he worked for the airline and he went to a lot of places, and let's just say he had a lot of fun.
Who?
That man's sick.
Something wrong with him. Something wrong with him.
Hey,
talking about Pete. You ain't talking about Pete.
Hey, Russ, your boy Don is a man that he can fly free the rest of his life, but he's scared to step on a plane.
He's scared to step on a plane.
What?
Why you say that? I used to go to Vegas every weekend.
Vegas?
Sir,
that's a 42-minute flight.
No, it's 30 minutes, bro.
My our point exactly. Our point exactly.
Hey, somebody want to give me a buzz.
Hey, don't forget I used to go to Texas too.
Hey, somebody give me a flight to Vegas.
You know, I used to go to.
When the last time you been to Texas, D?
Hell, like what? About 2 years ago?
You said 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Prior to that, it was probably what? 90 what?
Whatever, motherfucker.
About 94. 94.
Yeah, no. But that was just recently. Prior to that, that fool don't go nowhere.
You know what?
You a diabolical individual.
I am gonna start going a few places though. Not the places them other motherfuckers like to go. I won't be going to see no lady boys, I can tell you that.
See no lady boys.
Yeah.
They be going to Bangkok, Thailand.
Oh, no, I don't want to see the lady boys, but I know they got some real women over there.
Oh yeah, they got them, and they go over there and do that too. I mean, he can tell you that we got a guy that went over there and he was eating third world ass and was wondering why he was sick.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Am I lying,
brother? He's no longer with us.
It's not like he had he had a little issue there.
And that's another thing about Circle Reconstruction. If you got people a part of your circle, who do shit like that, I don't think I want to be around somebody who's eating ass in a third world country from strange women he don't even know.
Exactly.
That's real talk, man.
I mean, hell, you never know any damn way. So I mean, we're really.
As long as you don't know.
Right.
You don't know.
You already might be in the midst of somebody eating ass in a third world country and you don't know.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It is probably better to know so you can wear a mask or something around that motherfucker. You don't want none
Something
of
wrong.
that shit.
Boy.
Don't want none of that shit coming out of his mouth, getting on your lip. And
Oh
you be like,
shit.
oh
Damn.
shit.
Damn.
Hey, what you
Okay.
say,
All
motherfucker?
right.
Sharing a blunt with somebody.
Come on. How'd you get that pus bubble on your lip? You said, I don't know, baby. You're a motherfucking lie. You know, so that's nasty shit, dog.
Well, I'll tell you one thing: you get caught in a situation like that. One thing that's gonna come out of that.
No more money for you.
He a fool. He a fool for that.
That's some funny shit.
Yeah, man. What's crazy is though, man, like just watching the news, man, just looking at a lot of stuff that went on today, man. I was like, damn, man, what's going on? LA was going crazy. Then the Manhattan stuff. Seen some clips on social media of the young lady in Chicago. She was at a town hall meeting and she went off on some of the representative because 20 states have 20 states what's up, my queen? 20 states have filed lawsuits against President Trump, and a lot of people don't even know what the lawsuit's about. Like I said, we're not getting into no politics, but they're talking about the lawsuits. The lawsuits from the 20 Democratic states are basically saying they want ICE out and they want to continue to receive funding to help fund the people they have in their city. So, what do you think about that?
Well, I know they actually
That's that bullshit.
they turned around and they filed, so they stopped the ICE in LA right now because a federal judge here put it on hold. Trump tried to get it lifted, but they denied it. So I guess they're gonna they try one more federal court, then they gotta go straight to the Supreme Court. On freeze right now.
Yep.
And most of the leagues in the country start here.
Yeah, you're right. California. Hey,
Here.
my queen, you on? I come up off the mute button. Shit, I guess not. Hey, Big LA, what you think about that, man? Like, I've seen a slow down here where I'm at. Like, a lot of stuff is slowed down on halt, but just my question to you, Big LA, you being in California also, what do you think about that? Like, does that send a bad message to people from the media that the local and the federal government are at odds?
Hell yeah. Bet your ass it do. Try to tell y'all the world was fucked up, and y'all didn't want to believe it because of the mediocrity that is presented. And now, these same people that y'all rooted for and put in these government positions, they showing y'all what they really feel about certain aspects in this country. So, thank yourself. You should have did your research before you went down voting, And yeah, people already are buying Trump 2028 flags. Seen a couple of them on social media today.
Well, like I say, I'm always say it's not from a hatred standpoint. I always use numbers, and from the Black community, the numbers don't align or match with where we should be at financially. So, I mean, hey, don't it's. I mean, there has to be some kind of how do I say it? There has to be some kind of resolution. I'm not talking about where they say, "Oh, we got to allow everybody to stay," but just saying like laws that need to be enforced weren't enforced. Now they're getting enforced. So hey, somebody's going to be mad. They're just like in the
Oh, of
black community,
course.
like when they enforce a lot of laws. You know, the stop and frisk. Y'all probably remember that. You own my queen.
Yeah, I had to get our daughter together.
Um, you know, like I say, that's what I hate. A lot of people say it come from a racial standpoint. Like in that clip that I showed earlier, they also have more in that documentary. But like we watched earlier, during the riots, man, you had black people helping everybody in that riot. They were pulling people out who were getting abused, you know, other races. Like they don't show that. So, what you think
Well,
about
there was a
that?
key point. There was a key point in that documentary where before the riots kicked off on Florence and Normandy, it was a pact made between the blacks that no Mexicans were to be hurt. You know, they weren't going to hurt any of the Mexicans. It was just going to be the whites and the towel heads. Those were the ones that they were going after. And they didn't pay attention to that part. Like even when the Hispanic lady had got hurt in one of the car accidents, you know, you had some brothers that got out and helped her and got her across the street and told her, "Hey, get away from here. Like it's dangerous right now." It has never been a hate thing with our people. We always have been brotherly love, sisterly love. We don't hate anyone. It's just the fact that we can never be treated fairly and never get the same respect and dues that everyone else get. You have Asian American laws now because of COVID and what happened during that time where, you know, you had people beating up on Asians and Chinese people because they felt like, hey, you brought COVID over here because Trump kept calling it, you know, the China virus. So they made laws and put things in place to protect these people. There have yet to be a law that is set to just protect Black melanated people.
That's true.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You did have California implement the anti-Asian hate crime bill, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And the Jews are protected everywhere in the world.
Well, they've been protected. They got their reparations. And to tell you the truth, the Jewish Holocaust isn't the only Holocaust that we have. People forget how they blew up Black Wall Street and killed all those Black people because they were thriving without the help of white people.
Well, Denise, it's just like I told your hubby. I said, in this country, what a lot of people don't know, and they don't put that out there.
Mm-hmm.
Every catastrophic event that happened in this country, whether it was Mr. Johnson first winning the heavyweight championship or anything else, people relate to us being hung, but that ain't what happened when stuff like that happened. When Jack Johnson became heavyweight champion, in all 49 states, they took blacks out, tied them to trees, and burnt them alive. And every other state had a Black Wall Street in it, where they burned blacks alive. So they don't actually tell all the history as they should. And why should they? You know, I mean, that's pretty diabolical.
It's benefiting them.
Yeah.
It benefits them to have us not know our history. It benefits them to have us not be educated. It benefits them to think that the only thing that we can become successful in is sports and the rap game. It benefits them for us to think that we can never be who we were originally, because we actually were the original kings and queens.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, this is why I say also too, Circle Reconstruction. A lot of people have to get back to what we supposed to be doing, saying, and thinking and doing for each other that look like us. We don't do that. You know, you got a lot of stuff, especially here. I'm talking from California. A lot of stuff I see in California. You got a lot of people with it, a lot of people not with it. You know, you got some people with trips me out, like here in California from a financial standpoint. You have a lot of people from the Black community and other communities who aren't supporting the Hispanics out there with these raids and with the protests. But you also have a lot of people who really don't know their own history. A lot of people have been messed over, not by, I'm saying, people coming from other countries, but by our government. Because anytime your government supports outside entities over people that's supposed to be here, they're letting you know what they want. So, I mean, it's just as simple as that. I don't know why people look at it differently. A lot of people say, oh, it's just this and that. Come on, man. Look at black people built this fucking country. Let's be real. All these roads and everything around here, black people did this shit for over years. So when you try to bring more people in to replace people who built this country, you're telling that those people that we don't want you no more, but they can't get rid of us because we're citizens. We supposed to be here. You can't get rid of us. So you can't send them nowhere. So we stop supporting you financially. We start financially supporting other groups, bringing them in by the busloads, giving them housing, food, etc. So I tell people it's not a hatred standpoint, it's a finance standpoint. Like even I was reading some laws, and this is one thing you might get mad at this, Russ. I've been reading this shit a lot, and you was right, like what they said about America is one of the Constitution is everybody's entitled to legal representation here in this country. That's correct. You know, everybody here in America, you know, legal or illegal, you're entitled to legal representation here in this country.
Okay.
I feel that's bullshit, because how can a motherfucker come? I don't give a shit where you from. How can you come somewhere? You're gonna break in my house, steal everything I have, and do all this, and then you're gonna get somebody to represent you and possibly win. Like somebody can run into your car while you driving. They can run into your car if they got a good enough lawyer.
So what do you suggest? They don't get representation?
No, so, I'm not saying that.
So what are you saying?
Okay, that's where you have to break it down at. Now you have different waves. Okay, you got this latest wave that came in under the last administration. They were granted access by the Biden administration. The Biden administration instructed the Border Patrol officers to cut holes in the fence to allow people to come over by the masses. Okay, these people receive court dates. The ones who were apprehended, they receive court dates. Now, I will say this. Following the Constitution and the law, if you're giving these people court dates and everything, you should honor that. I will say that. Like if you already, the administration gave them this information, you already started funding them, you give them court dates, allow them to go to the court date. Okay, but what about before that? Because people think that an invasion just happened in the last few years. This shit didn't just happen in the last 2 years. What about before that? So somebody like a person who lives not too far from here was just recently detained and sent back to his home country because it was found out that he entered the country illegally as a young child with his parents, you know, and he's an older man. But this person has been living here illegally for over 40 something years. So somebody like that specific person, like, does he or she deserve to have legal representation in a country that you entered to illegally, that you've been ducking law for years?
Yeah. I mean, that's just the way the system is made. How can you pick and choose who's going to get representation? I mean, that's a slippery slope in which you don't even want to start. Because who would be here?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Decision on who gets representation. I mean, you don't see how that could be fucked up.
Yeah, it could be messed up, but see, this is where I say, okay, listen to what I'm gonna say it again. You have somebody who's been dodging the police for over 30 years.
I mean,
dodging. No, but I'm just saying, just in general.
Like that's a criminal. Hell, a criminal running, he dodging. He don't want to get caught. He's on the FBI most wanted list. Now, when he get caught, he doesn't get representation.
No, but see, that's the difference, though. But this is a citizen of the country. See, that's the difference. You see what I'm saying? If you're a citizen here in this country and you commit a crime, yes, you're entitled to legal representation. But all right, let me ask you this, Taurus. If you go over to another country right now in China and you commit a crime over there, are they gonna give you legal representation?
I mean, I don't know.
But you know what? Let me tell you.
I know they contact the UN and the UN will try to intervene and see what they can do.
let me say this one thing though. As far as what Torres is saying, I'm with him on that because think about it. When they want to subvert the law, just like say the stuff that Trump's doing, like they already say he's breaking the law. Who's to say once he get, like they say, 2028, he's the dictator, he's going to subvert the law on us for sure.
Exactly. I mean,
for sure, guaranteed. That's guaranteed. And it's like I be telling people, he don't really hate Latinos. He ain't got nothing against that. Only thing he got against them is the Proud Boys, the Ku Klux Klan, the Aryan Nation. All these guys are against him. All of them are against him. So he's going with his base. And they're a minority of his base, but it's still his base, and it's a lot of them. I can guarantee you. I can guarantee you one thing. I can guarantee you one thing. One ethnicity that he hates more than them.
Well, let me ask you this.
It ain't hard to guess which one.
That's your opinion. I respect. I mean, I've been watching Trump be side by side with black people for the longest, Tyson's and all them. So I mean, I'm not saying he like black people, but I'm just saying like for you to say he likes them more than black people is crazy.
I'm not going to say that Trump has a hatred for black people. I'm not going to say that. Trump doesn't see color as far as when it comes down to race. Trump is about money. That's all he's about. And if you got money, you're his friend. He don't care if you white, black, Mexican, Latino, Spanish, Asian. He doesn't care. It's about money with him. And my thing is, if people would get out of the fact of race and actually see everything that's going on from an economic state, from a financial state, from just the whole system and the way it's set up in general, if people would get out of their feelings about the racial part of it, and actually see what's going on, it is not benefiting any one of you on this live or on this stream podcast, whatever. It's not benefiting none of us to have millions of illegal people in our country when money is been taken from us to have to fund them. And it's not just one race that's illegal. You have all other race that are illegally here in this country, but no one is speaking about it because what's been blasted on the news right now is just the immigration of the Hispanics. They are the mass majority. This is why they're being talked about the most. But it's not just them. I have a Haitian co-worker that just got deported back to their country. It's not just them. It's other people. It's Africans that are being deported back to Africa right now as we speak. But they're not getting the same news coverage that the Latinos are getting right now.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I admit that. But let me tell you this. Since I was around then, the reason I know something about it, because like I say, none of us had our kids arrested and was going to get the death penalty just because this man felt they should get the death penalty. And only because they were black. It wasn't for no other reason. He didn't do that to no Latinos, no Asian, no white people. Okay, he did that to black people. So throughout his history, from when I've known him since the 80s, he's hated black people. Simple as that.
But why don't people speak on Kamala Harris, who did pretty much the same thing? She was pretty much for incriminating black men. She was pretty much for giving them the death penalty too. Yes, go back and look at her files when she was a DA.
Did she say she was gonna have innocent black people killed?
Black men. Yes, she did. Go look at her. Go look at her case file when she was a DA. She was for getting, I can't think of their names. Oh my gosh, I can't think of their names right now. I'm going to pull it up and I'm going to have him show you guys or send it to you. But she was for, executing those men.
If they were guilty, it is what it is. But we know unequivocally.
My thing is, even if they're guilty, what if it's a crime of drugs? You want to execute somebody because they're selling drugs that y'all are pushing in the neighborhood?
You can't execute nobody for doing drugs. You can't execute nobody for selling drugs.
Right now you can, but let Trump get too much power and see what happens.
Well, see, this is something I want to pull up. This is what happened in Chicago. This is something I was saying. You had two migrants who was arrested. They were from Venezuela. They were illegal immigrants, but since Chicago being a sanctuary city, they released these guys back in the street. And they found George Levin, 63, was found deceased in his home, bound with duct tape and electrical cords. The suspects were the people they detained, you know what I'm saying, who weren't supposed to be here. So my question to you, Russ, somebody who's in a situation like that, if they come to your office right now, you're going to legally represent them?
Yeah.
But okay, yeah. Now, in a situation like anybody, these people were detained by Chicago PD. They were known to be illegal immigrants who had violent history. But since Chicago is not a sanctuary city, I mean, it is a sanctuary city, they put them back on the streets, and they end up unaliving a 63-year-old person in their home who was found. So my thing is, like I said, I'm not going against what the law is saying. Yeah, if you're entitled to legal representation, but I just say, me personally, as an attorney, it's up for you to represent who you want to represent.
True, it is.
So that's why I say what I say. Me personally,
I look at
if
it
you
like
take
this.
a case like that says a lot about somebody as a person.
Just like they did with Diddy. I'm not looking at the allegations. You got to look at the evidence and the facts. I'm not, before I start jumping to conclusions on determination of guilt and innocence on anything, especially coming from law enforcement.
Well,
I mean, in a sense, in his,
it's kind of crazy.
I don't accept it at face value that they're guilty because they say they're guilty.
You have to go on facts, Murph,
I can't just accept that.
I'm saying it. No, I'm saying it like this. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is the fact. All right. Well, what fact is this? If you telling me that somebody, if you come over into any country illegally, is that a misdemeanor or felony? What is that? A misdemeanor or felony?
I can't even speak.
No. Because you see, y'all beating around the bush. But I'm gonna do some real shit because y'all said, what's the fact? If somebody come into any law firm right now and said, I came in this country illegally, mean you committed a federal crime, and you mean to tell me somebody that admits to committing a federal crime still is entitled to legal representation? That's the only thing I'm saying. I'm not saying don't give it to him or her or not. I'm just saying that just seems wild to me.
I mean, well, that's the law.
It is the law, but like you say, some laws need to be changed. Shit, there's some laws in every state, and that's
your personal perspective, but I just don't agree with that. Because I mean, when you start
personal perspective, how's that a personal perspective?
That's your opinion. That's your opinion.
That's a federal crime.
Yeah, but it's your opinion saying that they don't deserve representation. That's your opinion. It's a fact.
I'm saying, ain't that crazy? Like that don't sound crazy to you? Somebody who can come to you and say, I broke a federal law, but I need you to legally represent me. I'm just saying that don't sound crazy.
People break federal laws and they still get representation.
They're citizens.
So that's what you want to base it on. You saying if you're a non-citizen, you have no rights whatsoever. Is that what you're saying?
Hey, no, I'm not saying
you get accused of something. You're guilty. I mean, the judge is like say, punisher and executioner.
You know how many Americans they deport out of Mexico every day back into America, and do you think they offer them legal representation or allow them to have representation?
We going tit for tat? I mean, is that what we trying to do?
No, I'm just saying in general. That's the thing. We don't enforce. We didn't got so used to these weak ass laws here. Everybody done got softened down. Now that people got to enforce the laws, people, that's brutal.
Well, it is what it is. Like I say, I'm representing.
I'm
representing. Like I'm saying, I'm representing them.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I understand your standpoint because it's about money. You know, some niggas got to make money. But it's like, I mean, I'm just saying, you have some of the attorneys I talked to in California, and some of them were white. They said they're not representing people.
It's what? It's your personal perspective. If you don't want to do it,
you have some lawyers that won't represent people that are a part of the alphabet crew. So it's a personal preference. It's like you have the choice to take the case or not. And that's up to you. I mean, as far as the laws, we have no control over the laws that they have already put in place, which they are benefiting from. Only thing we can do is start being more conscious on the way that we vote and the things that we allow them to put in place. You have to be more involved in the political parts of it too, because it's a lot of laws that got passed under our nose. And I mean, no, because not everybody is driven by money, though. My thing is, if people really understand, like, for one, you have Mayor Karen Bass. She got into office because of what? The black vote. She was promising black people things that she ain't yet to do yet. Like she got in
And she
there and ain't
won't.
did nothing.
And she won't.
And she's
She
not going to
won't.
do it because
She's not
what did
black.
she tell
She's
us?
not black.
She's not black. As she says, she's half black and half Hispanic. And then her grandchildrens are half black and half Hispanic. So my thing is, y'all have to understand, a lot of people play that race card, especially our own. Our own can be our own downfall sometimes. Sometimes you got black people that still have that crab in a bucket mentality where it's just like, okay, I'm going to get to the top and I'm not bringing nobody else with me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a lot of laws that illegals are being able to use that were put in place for black people. Like, my thing is like I tell people, if you really just think of it, get out of your feelings. I understand everywhere is different. Like, I've been in Houston. I've seen how the Hispanics and the blacks are in Houston, and it's more of a brotherly treatment than it is out here in California. In California, these Mexicans treat you like white people treat you. They don't give two dangs about you.
They write in killer on the wall. That's why I tell people, like, it's not from like we got nothing but love in California for anybody, but you go somewhere and they write in N-word killer on the wall. Like, what are you supposed to do? You know what I'm saying?
Different everywhere. You know, it's not the same way everywhere, but you have a lot of people that feel the same way. But my thing is, a feeling is not going to get anything done. You can feel this all you want to. What are you doing about it to change it or to better it?
I mean, a lot of people out here, man, a lot of people moving kind of, how do I say it? And I'm talking about California. A lot of people, they just moving kind of, they tethering around. They don't know what they want to do, what they want to say, because everybody is scared of that stigma. They scared of being labeled as a fucking racist. You got people that let people call them a bitch and all kind of shit and all this, but I don't want to be labeled as a racist. Like, come on, man. It's some, man, you know, man, there's so many people living in way below their means nowadays that got the tools to survive, but all they got to do is open their mouth and scared to do it.
All I'm saying
that'll
is
never happen. That'll never happen, bro.
All I'm saying is that when you're talking about the law, you got to think about the law seriously and think about it. The law's been here for years and years and years. And the law didn't pertain to us for years. We used to get shot down in the blink of an eye. We used to get hung in the blink of an eye, burned in the blink of an eye. But they start using those laws and saying, hey, these are American citizens. Let's use the laws. So you can't subvert the law just because somebody don't like something. Because like I say, you know, people are saying, oh, no, he's not going to do this. He's not going to first before he even got elected. Oh, he won't do this. He won't do that. They were saying he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that. Now look at him now. Now we're saying, oh, he won't do this. He won't do that. Keep thinking that shit, okay? When he comes, you know, like I say, those 5 New Yorkers that y'all say Trump wasn't a racist, but yet he wanted 5 black men, young boys, to be executed for something they didn't do, and then turned around after they was proven innocent, DNA, say, well, okay, don't give them nothing. They shouldn't get nothing. That's the hatred he has for us. He was
but this is the
sued before
same
that.
thing when
He was
George,
sued before that for
the daddy George
Floyd.
H.W. Bush. No, I'm talking about when the Rodney King riot happened and the things that he said. He never once took accountability of what those cops did to that man. And like my husband said earlier, to this day, a lot of people have not seen that video of what happened to that man, because if you did, then I really think a lot of people would think differently as far as what's going on today. Like, you don't realize we ain't gotten too much far from that. We ain't gotten too much far from slavery either. What rights do we have?
We done got a lot. We done got a long ways. Trust me, because I was back in those days. We done got a long ways. A long ways.
It really ain't changed too much, because what do you have now? What do you have now that you didn't have back then?
Right now, we're not getting shot down indiscriminately for no reason at all day long. Not all day long. Not all day long.
Let me ask you this real quick.
You know how many of you get? How many people done got hung lately? How many people been tied to a tree and burnt alive?
How many people have you heard of Oh, hold on, because I can actually talk about that one because they
Yeah, I want
recently
to hear
did
that one.
that, but back
I
in
want
that
to.
sundown town where they burnt up this truck driver
That is true. That shit's
that was
still
in a
going on.
sundown town, though. The fact that you
Okay.
still have sundown town is crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Like I say, how many people is it is it happening indiscriminately every day, like it was happening every single day? Is
Let
it?
me, hey,
I
let me,
need a
hey,
question.
hey,
I need
Deep,
an
Deep,
answer.
Deep. Hey, no,
Well, look at Baker's.
no, well, nothing like that happens every day. Shit, you know, not everybody gets killed every day. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
you know,
but
but I mean,
back
but look,
then it was
Somebody
so,
happening.
does die
Back
every
then,
so
when
look,
second.
it just
I wanna throw
not
off
as
what you said. You said about the New York. Now, you of all people, you always say people do change, right?
yeah. They some do, some don't.
No. You've
Everybody don't
always
change. You know, everybody
everybody
don't
don't change.
change.
But what you talking about? Don't get me wrong. I agree with you. That was some racist shit that Donald Trump pulled. This was April 1989. This was damn near 40 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You
Mhm.
know, like that's just like us. That's just like, you know. But I want to get into something more relatable.
So when what's her name was running for president, and he was insinuating jigaboo by saying igaboo and words like that, he wasn't referring to the black woman, was he?
Who?
Trump.
Talking about who?
Don,
About
let me
Kamala.
ask you, did you vote
Well, for
for
one,
Biden?
Kamala's not
If
black.
you don't
So
mind
I
me
mean,
asking
hell,
you.
why would she be
Well,
offended?
he
Wait,
insinuated that.
hold on, Mert.
He
Hold on, honey.
insinuated
Please.
that.
Don, did
Yeah.
you vote for Biden?
Did I vote for Biden? Yes,
Hmm.
I did.
Yes.
Yes, I did.
So you were one of the people that he said, if you're not black, if you don't vote for me,
You
right?
ain't black, you don't.
You know,
That
Yeah,
was
you ain't.
okay for
let me
him.
tell you something. I'm gonna
You felt
always
okay
go.
with that
I,
statement?
I felt like I'm a vote for the better of two evils. I'm
Nah.
not gonna.
Fuck all that.
I'm gonna vote.
The
I'm gonna
lesser
vote
of two
for.
evils.
Yeah. The lesser of two evils.
The lesser of two evils.
That's what I meant to say. Get a little
Yeah.
excited, but
Hey,
in any event, I'm gonna always do that because who will I vote for? Let me see, Hitler or Stalin? Uh, Stalin was
hey,
a
D.
cold motherfucker. Stalin was a cold motherfucker, but I still would take him before I would
Hey,
Hitler.
hey, D. Hey, Big LA. Let me ask you this too. I bet you know the 5 cops who were on trial for beating Rodney
Mhm.
King. Um, I'm gonna tell you their
Mm.
names real quick, and let me see what you get out of these names. One name was Stacy Coon, Lawrence
Oh
Powell,
Lord.
Timothy Wynn, Theodore Brisano, and Rolando Solano. Coon, Powell, and Wynn were Caucasian, while Brisano and Solano were Hispanic origin.
Oh wow.
A lot of people didn't know that. A lot of people, all the media said these were 5 white cops. No, there were 3 white cops and 2 Hispanic cops who beat Rodney King that day.
That is crazy.
In the midst of that, though, in LA right now, with all the racial tension that's going on, because you have, the protest and not a lot of black people being out there protesting with them. So now you have Hispanic cops that are harassing black men.
And people
In
don't
a
talk about
sense,
that.
it's getting crazy out here. Like, if you don't live in California, you wouldn't see too much of it, except for maybe on social media where you get clips here and there. But to
Right.
know people and actually speak to people that have been getting harassed by cops that were Hispanic, and then when you harass them and you have no reason to be harassing them other than
Just
what's
because.
going on
Just
right
because.
now, because we're not
And,
out there on the front line and protesting. Like, to be honest with you, you don't want us out there. They're not killing y'all. If we come
yeah,
out there, they're
we
going to
ain't gonna
start
start.
killing people.
That's
And you
true.
might be the
Period.
That's
innocent
true.
bystander that get
That's
hit.
true. That is true. That is true.
My thing
This is
is,
what
it's not that we don't want to support. It's a different fight for us. They're fighting to stay. We're fighting to live. It's a difference.
In a major way. In a major way. I completely
and this is and this
100%
this
agree
is
with
what
that.
I'm that's why I try to get across to people. We not just fighting for, we ain't fighting for no equality no more and all this, man. Like they still killing blacks, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it ain't no hatred towards nobody. I'm not trying to encourage anybody to hate nobody else. No, I'm just trying to encourage you to really really look into your own, build your own community back. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, hell, if we built this country, blacks, slaves, we built this country. So when people always say, "Oh, we need this other," why do we need people when we built this country? Do your real history?
That's the
A lot
training.
of people still have rejection towards what a lot of people say today is because really they not as knowledgeable as they think. If you really know your history, I ain't talking about history of your profession, whatever you are, you know your history as a black person. I know my history as a California, you know what I'm saying? All the shit about California. There's so much shit with California a lot of people don't even know about. You know what I'm saying? You keep common sense will tell you when Christopher Columbus got here, they were greeted by, they said some black what? And people want to say, "Oh, we came over here on ships." Like, come on, man. Some people just don't have no fucking common sense.
We were already here, and to be honest with you, Christopher Columbus didn't find anything. He was stupid. Like, people don't really realize it. He ain't do nothing that was already not done. Like, it was
Hey,
already
yo,
people here.
you got high class nuclear ships, submarines that can't even cross that part of the Atlantic where they were supposed to cross with boats that didn't have motors on it.
And my thing is, where's these ships that we came on? Because they still have
Yeah,
yet to show us ships that we've came
that's
on.
a tourist attraction. You should be able to go see that at USC, like they got the Endeavor space
Exactly.
shuttle up. You know, you should be able to go see that somewhere. That's why I tell people
It's a lot
it
of
ain't.
stuff that nobody sees, and people just believe it. Like, you really believe you came over here on the ship? Where's the ship at if you came over here on one? Because I'm quite sure that would have been one of the images that they put on the screen for you to remember that you was on this ship, that your ancestors got through in this water, and some of y'all made it, but some of y'all didn't.
Yeah.
Now, the Atlantic slave trade was only 12% of people, the black people who are descendants of slaves here, because you have ADOS, American Descendants of Slaves, and you have FBA, Foundational Black Americans. Some people need to figure out what they are. Are you a descendant of a slave, or were you a foundational Black American here? Some people who have Native American lineage, yeah, you might be a FBA because Native Americans were here first. And there's a lot of stories, still a lot of research going on, but a lot of scientists online saying that the Native Americans that they present to us are actually Siberian. And when you study Siberia, just like I have looked at some notes on them, Siberians have similar style to how Native Americans live, teepee style houses, but theirs are built with different materials. They live in cold weather, Siberia. Native Americans adapt in cold weather. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know too many blacks who were adapted in snow and shit, but not saying they didn't, but they survived in anything. But these people, the Siberians, that was their thing, cold weather. They packed up very easily, just like the Native Americans who presented to us. But as I say, man, we all know that a lot of black Native Americans existed, the Cherokees and stuff like that. It's a fact. You got other black Native American tribes that they try to denounce and say that they didn't exist. But like I say, a lot of stuff
They existed.
they existed. A lot of people want to say that, oh no, they didn't exist. Come on, man. You got some black people right now that's probably 60, 70 years old, men and women, probably some of the men with long dark hair, you know what I'm saying? You're like at 80. So come on. We got a comment from what's that? Grex wasn't the original native black. Well, history has said that. Artifacts, old writings.
The oldest DNA was stemmed from a melanated person. They say they have one, I think it's from Ethiopia. That was the oldest strain of DNA that they found.
Connected to somebody here in America. Matter of fact, there's a 76-year-old Ethiopian woman. I don't know if it's true or not, but doing the research, I think it is true. She just gave birth to a healthy child at 76 years old.
Russ, I told you could still. Hey, Russ, Don, I told y'all could still have one. You know what I'm talking about? Hey.
He said who? He said Russ.
And
Russ
Don.
and
What we talking about?
Don.
What we talking about? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
I wonder how did that take place? Did she have
You ain't
another?
never
Well,
too
I'm pretty.
old.
Yeah, well, 76 years old. I'd have been nervous. Like, damn, man, my grandma finna go give birth. Like, your grandma. Like, damn.
Yeah, like
Your
right
great
now.
grandma.
Can you imagine being a doctor and you walk in, okay, Mrs. Such and such, you're looking at your clipboard, then you look at the bed, okay, wait a minute, what's going on here? You see this old lady laying up there. All right, listen here, mama. We're gonna need you to push.
Boy.
Something I want you guys to be on the lookout for. It was a young man, Julian Brown. He was a Atlanta native. He recently had put on social media that he found out how to make fuel out of like metal and just all kind of trash, how to make
No,
fuel
that
to drive the
plastic, yeah,
car.
that dude.
He's been not the one that did it with plastic. He's the one, yeah, he had plastic involved, but he was making it out of all kind of stuff. But he's been missing for the last 2 weeks. He last uploaded a video stating that he was in fear for his life ever since he, made the video of showing how he can make fuel out of pretty much anything. His family has put out a statement saying they have not been able to find him in the last 2 weeks, and authorities is not really helping too much. So,
Of course not.
It was a young brother, wasn't it?
Yeah,
That's the
young
young
brother.
brother you talking
from
about, right?
Atlanta.
Dreads, look, youngster.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know who you talking about.
Julian Brown.
I didn't know it got that bad, but I know who you
Yeah,
talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, he
they
had
do them like
posted a
that.
couple of videos before he went missing. I guess they were sending threats to him. And so he posted the video to let everybody know, like, hey, if something happened to me, this is what could have took place, because he was scared. Like, now you messing with these oil people who make billions off of this money. So of course, just like Big Pharma, they're not going to let you do anything that's going to interfere with their billions.
Not
Just
at
like that
all.
brother in Africa that made that car that runs off a
Mhm.
Run off.
microwave. They tried to kill him 3 times.
Well, like,
Even the
hey,
guy that made the car that runs off of water. Y'all forgot about him, huh?
Yeah,
He
him
will
too.
end
Yeah,
up missing.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
well, hey,
And all of my
you know what?
brothers, all of my brothers.
Yep.
Social media. It's social media. When I seen that video of that brother post that a couple weeks ago, first thing I said is, brother, why the fuck did you do that? That's the first thing
Yeah.
I said. I said, because you didn't invent something that's just gonna help a few people in your black community. You got something that could change the world and take money out of a lot of people's pockets. I was like, why did you
Exactly.
do this shit, brother?
He should have
That's the
had a
first thing I
front
said.
man. He should have had a front man. Put one of these white men in places and make it seem like it's them.
It ain't even that. And see, that's the problem. That's the problem right there.
Because
Because
you can't, as
you
a
got
black man, you can't invent nothing that's going to take billions away
no,
from these
but
people
I'm
and
just
think they're
saying in
not
Hell
going
no,
general.
to.
they coming. They
Yes.
coming.
No, yes, you can. You can. The problem is what he did, what everybody else do, put the shit on social media.
Yeah,
How many
yeah.
Tars, you probably noticed how many cats stay down south somewhere in these back towns you probably done seen over the years that got some kind of contraption invention in their house that they using that they be like, wow, that's unique. But they keep it to themselves. Like, I ain't gotta tell the whole world. If I can get by, me and my family, you know what I'm saying? That's the problem. A lot of people have to publicize the shit. Like, I know what he did. He said I had an invention, get some views, get people, coming to see what he did. Yeah, but did you really think about it? Like, bro, when you got something, this could take away billions of dollars from somebody's pocket. This ain't no shit
But
that's
see,
gonna take away
that right
bucks.
there is the fuckery of itself, because it's like, dang, this man invented something that can actually benefit our ecosystem, and y'all take it away because you want to keep poisoning us. You want to
Well,
keep your money, and you just don't want nobody else to have anything else. That's just that, like, the same people that allowed you to take coke and make it into a rock, and then they supplied you with the stuff you needed to poison your own neighborhood. Nobody killed them.
nobody forced these motherfuckers to buy it.
Yet and still, you're not hearing what I'm saying behind it. Like, it's things that they could have stopped. that was put in place, but instead they encouraged it.
No,
The guy
I
that
get
made
what you're saying.
guns, they encouraged that.
Would you say that the owner of AK-47 got a lifetime achievement award for making the best assault rifle ever or something like that? This was a couple years ago. But like I say, man, just real talk, man. A lot of people put all their business out there. Like I say, that's another thing. That's about reconstructing your circle. Look at that. You could probably relate to this, Big LA. What I'm about to say. You remember when Crip Mac got DP'd and somebody was recording it? You know what I'm saying? Like this supposed to be your homie. That's somebody in your circle you don't need to be around.
I mean, honestly, yeah. Something like that it wasn't never supposed to be put where it got put in the first place, you know?
Yeah. Well, I ain't gonna say it shouldn't have been recorded. Maybe it needs to be recorded for like whatever rules and they policies, but putting it on social media, you weren't supposed to put it.
Even I understand what you're saying, but that's how they make heat doing that shit. He can't do nothing locked up when he's locked up, man.
Look, there's no way they were going to allow that to hit the market. Because I mean, this whole country, the alternative fuel.
Hell no.
The Middle East is built off of oil. You know, that would just collapse the whole world. Market would change if that got out. I mean, we're talking about trillions of dollars, not billions. We're talking about the whole world. Trillions. The world is running on oil.
You ought to think old Franco Tesla, he got a beef.
Yeah. It just went crazy.
He one that said probably would have killed him.
Well, I mean, this dude probably, the underlying thing of it is, if he is missing from somebody or if he is in a hide or whatever, but what he just did, he probably don't even know what he did. And a lot of people already then said this, you know, he just gave people wind on what to do. Now, somebody who's probably just as smart as he is saying, if he did it, I got to find out a way to do it. And you think you ain't got a million people doing that shit right now? Even some country bumpkin in some hick town that probably ain't got no knowledge, but they good with their hands building and all kind of stuff. They probably didn't figuring out a way to do the same shit. So, like I say, the damage is probably already done for him showing people what he accomplished.
But I bet the technique, the formula, and the process is what is important, and they destroyed that. But I'm getting that won't hit tonight.
Well, he's not the first one. It was some young girls in Nigeria some years ago. I ain't heard too much more about them, but they was the ones. No. Well, I mean, I don't know if happened to them, but they found a way to make gasoline out of urine. So every time people pissed, they collected it and they did whatever made. Huh?
I said I remember them.
And they made gasoline out of it. So you had a lot of people over the years invent a lot of stuff like this, you know. You got some people who invent all kind of stuff every day. Like I say, it just never hits the market. That's why I said it before. Are you about the money or not? You about your people, you come up with an invention, you find a way to take care of your people, or you want to publicize it and you know what I'm saying, possibly take a chance of being up out of here because you want that greenback.
But I was just get out to the masses unless you publicize it. You have to publicize it to a certain extent.
How did people publicize back in the day before social media? How did people publicize back in the day before all this stuff? So you can't say
a lot of it was word of mouth.
Word of mouth. Who monitors social media? That's what I tell people. People think you all this shit is monitored. It's like federally monitored. So you really think putting shit like that out on there is beneficial to a person like that, knowing repercussions?
Think about it. Do you have to pay for social media? You don't have to pay for social media. Anything that's free in this world, you are the product. They are seeing how social media affects you. Why you think you have all this stuff with AI and Gemini and all this stuff that's coming out now? These things know how to read you down to basically the last inch of you. Like, they can tell what mood you're in. And people is just like thinking this is the newest and best thing ever. You got people in Switzerland right now they have the chip already. The chip has already been going around. It just ain't made it to America yet. But they're already discussing it behind the scenes.
I seen a few people with it, but matter of fact, like what you said, just the
You
big
have the
thing is a lot of
Amazon Fresh stores. Amazon Fresh stores, you have to have it's a card. It's like a chip, but it's not the one that they put in your hand yet. But you have to have a certain type of card in order for you to get in their store and shop. Like it's becoming to the point to where it's digital. They just literally was having a vote on trying to get digital currency going. Like they're trying to eliminate the dollar in general.
Yeah.
Everything that's
well,
going
you
on
know,
right now with the illegal immigration raids, they're putting it in your face for a reason. It's to keep you distracted from what they're doing behind the scenes.
I said that
Well,
weeks
well,
ago.
you see that brother that invented that machine that absorbs water from the sky. The only place he was able to put it was in where's that where those black people have all that bad water in Detroit. That's the only place they got it.
Flint,
No,
Michigan.
Flint's the only place they got it. No other place
Mhm.
has it. No other place has it. In essence, they like, you know what, people in Africa, people here, all these other people that need water, they ain't gonna get it. The brother
Yeah,
invented it.
they've been playing with that harp machine that they've been inventing, where they can predict the weather
He made
and mess
sure.
with the weather. Pay attention to the sky nowadays. Clouds don't even look the same no more. Like you got clouds that look like alligator scales, and on this side you got clouds that look like waves, and in the middle of that you got clouds that look like shoelaces just going across this. It's just weird. Like nothing is. They playing with our food. Our food is now artificially made. The other day, my husband was trying to make some mashed potatoes and it turned into clay. Like literally turned into clay. It's a lot going on. You just got to pay attention and not follow what the masses is following.
Half of y'all ain't spiritually yoked, so y'all can't even. It's a lot of y'all that's just keep the wheel going people. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that go over y'all head, man.
Oh, I say that all the time. I mean, we see physical things, but there are also a spiritual warfare that's happening also. You just got
Oh,
to
it's just
be
another level on
spiritually awakened. Some people still sleep and don't even realize it. Yeah, you walking around and you alert, but you not really woke.
Oh yeah, spiritually it's ugly out here. Ugly.
One thing we gotta say for those people.
No more money for you.
No more money for you.
Hey, that shit was crazy, man. That dude, a lot of people was mad at that dude in Chicago. I said that's a bold motherfucker. He said I'm finna come in front of all
That's
these
what she said to you. She just said no more sex though, huh?
He said, I'm gonna
Oh
talk shit to
wow.
all these people.
Damn. All right.
Yep. He pissed them motherfuckers off, man, in Chicago. Hey, but you know what's so crazy, man? Chicago's been getting hit hard, man. I didn't, shout out to everybody in Chicago, man. Like a lot of people look at the stuff going on in LA. Yes. I personally think that the federal government has a beef with LA, California, and this is why that's going on. Me personally, I don't think it's a full on hate thing from the government towards the Hispanics, but I think it's the government the federal government mad at the local
Well,
government.
I
But
mean, Gavin Newsom is literally going up against Trump right now, and then California is going to be affected by the bull crap that he's doing, and he don't even realize it. Like, it's not
well,
him
I
that's going to
mean,
be affected; it's the citizens of California that's going to get affected.
Newsom is doing that because he's just taking a shot at President Trump. I don't know if you guys remember when President Trump came to Los Angeles and his wife Melania Trump gave Gavin Newsom a kiss on the cheek, and Newsom and Trump don't see eye to eye. So if this man's wife went and kissed this other man on the cheek, he's like, oh yeah, I got something for your ass.
It was close to the cheek of the lip.
You know Trump petty.
He petty.
He
So
petty
like
as
I
heck.
say,
Look at him and his boyfriend, Elon Musk.
Look at you. Look at you.
Them
they
two is
supposed to
I
be
agree
petty.
though.
beefing, but
I
hey,
agree. I agree.
the federal government is issuing grants to any state that want to accept. They're offering $600 million grants to build federal ICE detention centers. California and Texas are two states that have showed interest in receiving that $600 million grant to build an ICE facility. Now, with that being said, they're building these ICE facilities and they're going to offer a lot of federal jobs to people. This has been advertisement. So, do you think a lot of people are going to apply for these federal jobs?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's setting up a whole new industry.
Yeah.
Yeah. We started prison for the Mexicans, and
yeah, because you're gonna always have that. You're not gonna stop that.
Well, I mean, you look at it like this, though. When I say numbers, a numbers game. How many people are incarcerated right now that are probably black? Probably more than 40% in all over America. If you're building $600 million facilities for ICE detention facilities, and mind you, they had allegations come out today from some Venezuelans who were sent to that Keycot prison in El Salvador. They spoke today and said that they allegedly were beaten and essayed by the prison guards there.
Yeah.
So a lot of these people are saying they're getting treated inhumanely in these other places. So this is some of the reason why they say they want to build $600 million facilities here. Which I know that's not the main reason, but if that's what they want to use, hey, they say to bring jobs to the country over what 12,000 jobs or something like that.
Contract. Yeah. It's gonna be some contracts
when they build them.
So
because you gotta put a lot of people
I
over
tell a lot of people they gotta really get in line with that. That's why I say get ready, man. You know, for a lot of people who may need a job or trying to look for another job, step up into another higher paying position. Any federal position you have is a good position. Good benefits, especially if you got a family. I ain't talking about get it to mistreat anybody. Hell, tell you the truth, you got to live too. So encourage your youth to want to be. I encourage your youth to want to be a police officer, fireman, anything. I tell them all the time. Why encourage your son or daughter to go work at a grocery store and they get held up, you got a gun shoved in their face? Be a cop where they have the right to shoot back. So that's just something to keep in mind, man. It's a lot of changes going on, especially you Californians. Be visual. Keep your IDs, license, and shit on you, because don't get me wrong, man. These people are asking everybody. National Guard is still here in LA. National Guard showed up today because they had a clash with some protesters the other day. So you think National Guard is fully gone? No, they're still here. One call away, ready to tear somebody's ass up. Y'all just pay attention to where your surroundings more, man. Like I say, just be vigilant, be who you are, man. Be real, shit, man. That's what a lot of people didn't tend to forget, man. Niggas was real when they was in the youth. Niggas got away from the realness. You got to get back to the shit that kept everybody close and everybody tight knit. Some way we lost our way around, along a road of growing up, which is understandable. All of us, we got to grow up, but hey, man, you got to have fun too, man. Some people need to get back to having fun. Get back to talking to the people you grew up with, if they still around. Some of the people you used to really hang out with, they probably just one call away. You probably don't call them. You know what I'm saying? Like finding a way to get back to doing stuff you're supposed to be doing or we used to do. Maybe is start doing some of the stuff we used to do again. Shit. But damn, man. Been on for like an hour and 38 minutes.
Only
man.
Coming together on funerals. That's the only time people come together.
Real talk, man. Real talk, man. We got to get together, man. Like, man, funerals should not be the only family reunions for the Black communities. In general, whether it's family or friends, you know what I'm saying? I bother people on the regular for the hell of it, because I bet you 9 times out of 10, the average person don't get too many calls any day anyway. So I say I'm gonna be that motherfucker to bug people. You know, just because you here today and you gone tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? How many people we didn't talk to today then get a call the next day that they wasn't here?
I mean, you could be here today and gone today too.
Indeed.
Real talk. Real talk. So that's why I tell people you got to get back to appreciating life and time more than money. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us put money ahead of everything. The bag. Everybody want to chase the bag. Chasing the bag ain't always good because you got some people do a lot of crazy shit for that bag. And just because nobody else seen it, God seen it. So just remember that.
Like you got women in Dubai getting shitted on for a bag.
For a bag. Like, come on, man. They literally saying we're going over there to be porta potties. To get 40,000 every time, like one of those sheiks or somebody take a shit on them.
Yep.
You know, get back to reality. I think I talked to you about that earlier. Big LA people parenting. People got to start parenting again. That's why it's called parenting. You know what I'm saying? You got to start teaching you. I ain't gonna say kids because shit. Some people got grown ass kids, in their 20s and shit. Some of them that still act like kids. Hell, they still need guidance. That's why a lot of them ain't left. You know what I'm saying? Like parent your kids more. It's all right to teach them right from wrong. It's all right to teach them your opinions. But if you know your opinions is full of shit, don't be teaching them no shit that's gonna get them embarrassed out there in the street.
Right.
Like real talk, man. You just gotta like I say, reality. I say this all the time. Every show, you gotta snap back into reality. Some people so far-fetched from reality. Like man, that shit it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Look at yourself. You know what I'm saying? You don't always have to change everything around you. You don't always have to necessarily change your circle. You don't have to reconstruct your circle all the time. Sometimes you reconstruct yourself a little bit. Sometimes the problem is you, the person, like everybody want to blame somebody else all the time. Sometimes the problem is actually the person trying to figure out what is the problem. When you can identify that, when you can identify stuff like that, I think a lot of stuff becomes smoother, man. Real talk. Focus on one thing at a time. That's the problem with a lot of people. They try to bite off 2 at once. You can't eat 5 apples at once. But if you take your time and eat one up, then you go to the next one. Yeah, man. But shit, we ain't gonna be on too much longer, man. Real quick. Again, thanks for the people watching, Mr. Charles, everybody. We got a lot of stuff coming up. NFL season start, Texan Nation. We making the Super Bowl run. Thursday night. Chargers against the Lions.
I know. I don't hear Big LA saying anything over there.
What Big LA? That Titan fan said something?
Yeah. I think I'm hearing some smirking and something going on in the back.
Oh, I smirk like a motherfucker. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, I know it. I thought
Texans
so.
don't do anything. Yeah.
What? I bet you they do better than the Titans.
Oh, hell
what you want to say about that?
That ain't gonna happen.
What you want to say about that?
That ain't gonna happen. What we talking?
It's whatever, man.
No, I ain't messing with you.
Hey, I see one thing them Titans said. They're not going to wear them Oiler jerseys this year. Yeah, they better not, because every time they did, they got their ass kicked against Houston in it.
Houston ain't.
Yeah.
You know what?
They said they're not going to wear them anymore. That's why I said Mr. McNair should have made it. Hey, man, let us, give us our shit back.
She don't want to.
And that's what pissed me off on social media. Somebody was arguing with me, trying to tell me, "Oh, Earl Campbell is a retired Titan." I said, "Get the hell out of here, man! He ain't even playing Tennessee."
He wasn't even close to a Titan. Earl Campbell, a retired Titan.
Yeah, the dude showed me the pictures of when he donated some buses to the Titan. I said, "Man, that's when they first moved from Houston to Tennessee," and that's just, hell, Houston didn't have a team.
That was the relationship with the owner. That's it. Yeah, that was the Adams family. And that's the reason they can't get the jerseys back, because the
Earl Campbell is gonna be a A Houston Oiler for life.
Oh yeah,
He's in
no
the
doubt.
Hall of Famer as a Houston Oiler.
And
Yep.
I'm telling you, man, a lot of people don't even realize how good he was. Don't get me wrong, man. I don't know. That's just my opinion, man. Like I put him in the top 3, man. Some people don't even put him in the top 10. I'm like, y'all crazy.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. He was a. I'll put it
Say
like
not
this:
even top
there
10.
was
That's just
there was
silly.
no stronger back in the history of the
Top
NFL
5
than
show.
Earl Campbell.
Back then, you had Earl Campbell, Tony Dorsett, and
Yeah, well,
Franco. Those running backs.
shit, Earl Campbell. Well, you know, they always say Jim Brown, then Earl Campbell. I don't know. I don't know, man. Jim was good, but shit, when Jim played, I mean, to me, it didn't seem like it was too much competition.
Yeah, there wasn't too many brothers in there when
Hey,
Jim played.
Barry Sanders was the coldest one.
I like Barry Sanders,
all
but
of them?
All of them. Pure
Barry
running
Sanders
back.
was cold.
Barry Sanders
Barry
was the
Sanders was
coldest
cold, but he
one.
wasn't no Earl Campbell.
He wasn't
Earl
no
Campbell
Earl.
didn't. Earl
What?
Campbell didn't have
Barry Sanders
nothing.
would have crushed the rushing record if he would not have retired easily on that sorry ass Detroit team.
If Earl Campbell,
You know
if
who
Earl
would
Campbell
crush?
would, if Earl Campbell would have had an offensive line, just imagine what he'd been able to do. Our
Barry
quarterback.
Sanders, look, don't get me wrong. I'm a Earl Campbell fan, but Barry Sanders, Detroit, I watched that shit as a kid. He had no line.
I watched it too.
They sucked. All they had was Barry Sanders. They had
No,
nothing else but Barry Sanders. They had Herman Moore for a couple
Didn't they have
years.
Megatron? Didn't they have Megatron?
No. Fuck no.
No, that was later. That was later.
Oh,
hell no.
Yeah.
Megatron came 20 years later.
Oh,
Yeah, that
I
was
remember
later.
they had one good receiver.
They had Herman Moore.
Hey, Russ. Herman Moore, yeah. Hey, Russ,
Herman
I'm gonna tell you
Moore.
like this. If this running back could have stayed healthy, he probably would have broke some of them records. If Arian Foster would have stayed healthy and running like he was running, he would have broke a lot of records in the NFL.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you who don't get a lot of credit. Daniel Thomas. That boy did shit. I know he was that good.
Arian Foster
was
the best.
I'll tell y'all this. I'll tell you, hey Russ, and everybody else talk. Not giving my boys props. Just remember one thing: it ain't one of those running backs that you guys mentioned. Not one of them that would have been able to take a hit from Tatum and stood up the way Earl Campbell did. Not one of them. Not one of them. None of them. None of them. None of them. Only Earl. And not only did Tatum hit him with his helmet, the crown of his helmet, in his chin, in the crown of his helmet, in his chin, he still backed up and went in the end zone. He didn't drop and die like most people would. He still went in the end zone.
Enough
said.
I mean, I'm not taking nothing for Earl. Yeah, he top 5 in my book for sure. He top 5, top 3 maybe. Like he there. I'm not taking nothing from him. I just say Barry Sanders was a better pure runner. You know,
who was the biggest bust?
He was a loser.
You think?
I'll tell you who kind of emulated Earl Campbell, Jerome Bettis.
No.
Jerome Bettis. No.
He was a smaller, faster version of Jerome Bettis. Jerome Bettis was more of a rumbler.
The only person that I would see of the physicality that probably would match Earl Campbell, and he wasn't a running back. Y'all remember Mike Allstott?
Oh yeah, fullback Tampa Bay. Yep. But you know who could have been one of the baddest motherfuckers if it wasn't for injury? Bo Jackson.
Who that? Yeah.
Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson was a bad motherfucker, man.
Yeah. He was so bad. He put his own socket. He put his own socket out of his hip. It caused that accident. He was so strong.
I mean,
Bo was a bad
he wasn't no Al Bundy. You know, he didn't have no 4 touchdowns at Polk High School, but he was all right.
If it wasn't for injury, Bo Jackson would be one of the best running backs that ever played the game.
But you know what? I'll tell you the one person who I thought was the best overall the most rounded back in the NFL as far as all around. My personal opinion.
Fucking Emmitt Smith.
No. It's from a team that I don't even like, the Raiders. I've never seen a back like Marcus Allen. Never. Marcus could block. Marcus could run. Marcus could catch bombs.
Hey,
Marcus did it all. He was a bad motherfucker, man.
Roger
And I
Craig was
hated
a
the
bad
Raiders.
motherfucker too.
I hate
Yeah,
the Raiders.
Don.
I hate the Raiders.
Roger Craig was a bad motherfucker too.
Roger too. I've never
He was
seen
the first
no.
back who had 1,000 yards rushing and 1,000 yards receiving to do that.
I'm not doubting that. I said I like Roger Craig. He was good, but I've never seen a running
Who
back that
y'all taking?
routinely caught bombs like Marcus. Routinely caught bombs.
Well,
I've
he
never
was.
seen a running
To
back do
me, I
that.
think Marcus Allen was more of like a wide receiver.
No,
Yeah,
he was a running back. Shit,
he's the running
No, he
back.
was a running back, but he had hands like a wide receiver.
He did.
Yeah, he could catch.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. And he was a
Um,
blocker. And he was a
now,
blocker.
hey, this what I want to ask y'all, because I'm a lot of the younger cats on social media, we go back and forth. I tell them I'm a Dante Hall fan. Hester's better. I say Dante Hall was a bad boy. If y'all had to pick a kickoff return man, who are y'all taking, Dante Hall or Devin Hester?
Hester.
There's no question.
He did it a
Yeah.
longer time. Dante Hall had a few good years. Then he faded off.
Maybe,
But
yeah, but
Devin
he was the
Hester
human
had a
joystick.
career.
Dante Hall
He
was
made
the
a
human
career out of it.
joystick.
Dante Hall single-handedly helped Kansas City deep in that playoff because Kansas City wasn't that good.
I
They
remember
didn't call
that shit. I remember
him
watching
the.
Dante Hall. Shit.
No, hey, he did it too. That's why I tell people. People got to
He was
also
an
remember
X-factor.
Devin Hester, when he started doing it, the rules start changing in the NFL.
Yeah, Dante Hall. They didn't call him no human joystick for nothing.
Yeah.
Man, if y'all go look at that game, if I'm not mistaken, when Dante Hall was playing against the Broncos and he brought the ball out 20 yards and went back to the end zone, then came back out and took it to the house. I tell people,
he was a bad boy.
I ain't saying he ain't bad, but I'm just saying over a career consistently, Devin Hester. You know what I'm saying?
But
He
see,
did it for a long time.
Hester was highly drafted. Other than Hall, Hall didn't start off highly drafted. Hall bounced around. He was on the what? He was on the kickoff team or something. He even came back, changed his number. Then next season, that's when he had that breakout year. So I mean, Hester was better athletically, and I think he was more like well-rounded than Hall. But hell, Hall started from the bottom and worked his way up. So I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd take both of them, but I would take Hall first.
What about Rick Upchurch?
Who?
Rick Upchurch.
Rick Upchurch. Never heard of him.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah, he was a bad boy. He used to play for the Denver Broncos.
Well, I never
They
heard
went
of
to
him,
the
but
Super Bowl.
I'm pretty sure with him.
No more money for you.
Oh no.
You a whole ass nigga. Oh boy. Oh boy, you a whole ass nigga.
Oh man, no man, that's real talk though, man. But like I say, man, football season's coming. We'll say Monday, Thursday night, 5 p.m. Chargers versus the Lions. I know it's a Hall of Fame game. I don't even know who's the inductees of the Hall of Fame this year. I'm trying to think. Damn,
What I want to say to the panel, what do you think about what Jimmy Johnson said when he said that the Cowboys made a mistake by making Dak the highest paid quarterback in the league?
That's his opinion. See, do I agree with it?
I agree to what he said.
Aaron Rodgers
I agree with what he said.
Yeah, I agree too. Shit, but that's
I think
his
most
opinion.
people
He can
agree.
make it. Yeah.
Well,
Dak ain't worth
Dak
that.
is not the worst quarterback in the league. I will say that. He's not the worst.
No, definitely
Man,
not.
sounds the best.
He's showing
He's not in the top 10 either. He's not in the top 10 either.
Well, look, the top 10 right now, not in this order. I'm gonna give you the top 5. Not in this order. Is Stroud, and Stroud.
Fuck Mahone, huh?
Hey, Texans is gonna dig into Kansas City ass this year, just like the Raiders December 21st during Christmas. They're gonna dig into them damn Raiders. I'm telling you, hey, it's going, man. We're going to Super Bowl in San Francisco this year. We're gonna dig into Titan. Hey, big
That's
LA.
what Green
We
gonna
gonna
do.
this is gonna be us against the Titans.
Only reason I won't hate on the Titans and Cam Ward because he from the Houston area. You know.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
I hate how they tried to do that, boy.
Hey, keep that same energy y'all had. Don't try to switch up because where the
From
nigga
Bay
from
City.
now.
He's from Bay City.
Remember who he played for. Damn all that.
Oh yeah.
When he
Oh. When he play us, we gonna put him on his ass. You know, fucking me.
It ain't gonna happen. It ain't
Well,
gonna happen.
outside of them two games, I wish him the best of luck. But when they play the Texans, oh, he got to go down. Shit.
Oh yeah. Fuck all that. I'm telling you, hey, it's gonna be a good season, man. Like I said, I wonder what's gonna go down. You know, a lot of bills being signed right now where they might not have online betting or gambling for certain states and stuff like that. So I mean, I don't know if that's gonna affect a lot of these people on Prize Picks. So that's in the works right now, man. I hope it don't start, man. You know, shit, Prize Picks been a lifesaver sometime.
I swear.
Man. Somebody said Daniels is way better than Stroud. Somebody said that dude is crazy.
He good though, yeah. I give him his car. He's good. I ain't gonna say he's better, but he just it's his first year. For first year quarterback. He played his ass off.
Yeah, I think the reason why the reason why they trying to stop that online bet need is because Vegas is doing bad now. You know, especially since all the tourists aren't coming out here anymore, and they say they already done lost more than $20 billion in the first couple of months of the year. So looking bad for people in Vegas. Yeah, looking bad for people that's in Vegas.
Well, it is even the state line. I don't know if they're closed right now, but going into the state line from California, you know, you got Whiskey Pete, Buffalo Bill, Prima Donna, that Prim Valley right there.
Yeah.
Prima Donna wasn't open last time me and my wife went. They were only open it during concerts. You're not allowed to stay there. They lost a lot of money in that area, man. They were saying they're building an airport, a new airport between Prim Valley and Nevada, you know, because that's like a 30-mile stretch. So they talking about building an airport there, which I heard they already started, which is supposed to renovate, you know, while Buffalo Bills and Whiskey Pete, you know, bring more people
But
back.
that's not logical. That's not logical because they got a damn airport in damn Vegas.
Yeah, but I mean, hell, you got one. You got one right
here. It's gonna be like a smaller. It's gonna be a smaller airport.
It's gonna be a smaller. And actually, they need it. Where's the other than McLaren Airport in Las Vegas? Where's the other airport do you know about near Vegas?
Well, that's about it.
That's what I'm saying. They need another one, and they need another one fast. I like the way the setup there is at McCarran. You can't drive up there. You got to take like a tram system or some shit like that. A train around. LA is going to be like that too. Soon the train station is open. They working on the monorail, so people who gonna fly into LAX, it's finna be a whole different experience. You ain't even got to go to Hollywood. They finna put Hollywood right there at LAX. That shit is looking crazy over there. Century Boulevard leading into LAX. That was one of the Bissonnette streets out here, which is finna be live and cracking again. It's already live and cracking. So all you tourists that come out here and looking for something to do, just leave the airport and you might get something live and cracking. But if you go out there and you make a wrong corner, this might happen.
No more money for you.
Country.
So you better straighten up and fly right. Don't come here and get broke. Coming to LA, you will get broke. I tell people that all the time. Cigarettes in LA are $25 a pack. So all you cigarette smokers, y'all better think about that.
I thought it was like about $12.
Yeah, that's for the off brand. That's for the shit that don't say nothing but cigarette on it. You know, they ain't got no name on it. You know, when you go to like CVS, I'm gonna go get drunk, but I only got like $6. So you go get that shit that's all the way at the bottom. That shit don't say nothing but vodka on it. It ain't got no percentage, no nothing. It just say vodka on there.
What you say is written in marker?
Hey,
Just say vodka.
it say vodka. It say CVS vodka, and you know it's strong when you open it up. I asked a lady one time back in the day. I said, "Is this rubbing
you
alcohol?"
can't even drink it straight. You can't even. Yeah, you gotta mix that shit with something. Cause if you try to drink that shit straight, you gonna gag.
When you say it's so strong, you cut it with cranberry juice, and you still gotta pour more juice into that shit.
Yup. It's like taco vodka.
Oh man.
That's funny shit. Funny shit.
I'm sipping that right now.
Oh, that Bombay gin.
If anybody on this panel sipping taco vodka, I pray for y'all.
Yeah, fuck all that. That's like literally
Hell
drinking
no,
diesel.
that's the shit that burn you up on the inside.
I'm drinking some MD 2020.
Y'all serious? Y'all some serious.
I'm drinking some MD 20.
Did you say you drinking some Mad Dog?
I'm drinking some Mad Dog mixed with Cisco. Mad Dog mixed with Cisco.
You get drunk and you drink Mad Dog 20.
He trying to get his girl pregnant.
Shit, he trying to
what the fuck?
tonight. He gonna wake up and piss on himself and shit.
Drinking that Mad Dog. You know you drunk when you call it Morgan David instead of Mad Dog.
Yeah, you gonna wake up. You done pissed on yourself by the time you wake up in the morning.
Hey, Don. One thing though, you drink too much of that shit, you know what can happen to
No
you?
more money for you.
Yeah, boy, that's some bad shit there, man. They don't sell Cisco no more. But Cisco was some shit there.
Oh, they do sell Cisco.
Not out here. I ain't seen no Cisco in a long time.
Yeah, they sell it out here.
I haven't either.
I'm gonna send you a box of that shit, Russ.
Oh no, man! You keep all that shit. I don't ever want to see no Cisco. No.
I went to the store the other day and I saw some.
Look, that was a one and done. Yeah. Shit, one time and I learned my lesson. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
That's not something you should drink on a daily basis.
Shit about that Cisco. What do you say? You come right now? I bet right now somebody at the liquor store sipping Cisco and smoking a wet daddy sitting in front of the store.
Not a wet daddy. The wet daddy.
Look, I don't fuck with that either.
A wet daddy?
Right, so you hear that
Wet
craziness you talking? Nigga said wet daddy. I can't.
That nigga said, "Hey, you
Sir,
know,
how
that's some real
old
LA
are you?
shit."
I have to pass on that too, man.
Hold on, y'all.
I told one of my homeboys, I said, here, I want you to drink this large Cisco. I said, drink this large Cisco in this 40 ounce of 8-ball. He swallowed both of those suckers down and broke the glass table. I was like, I told you was gonna fuck up.
He was like Mr. Chow and Hangover off that last bump.
Yeah, he was playing dominoes. He cracked the domino and broke the glass table.
Oh man,
that's like your people off that Tanqueray when we was out there at your mom's. This is like a while ago. This is when Grandma was alive, and they was out there drinking that Tanqueray.
Yeah, you know, motherfuckers start having a few cups, then fuck it, I ain't chasing it no more. It's just all straight, like.
That's when your buddy slept outside and forgot where he was.
Oh man, it's crazy. You know, like I said, I hang around a lot of older folks, and you know, my buddy, he was like late 60s at the time, and my pops was like, "What's wrong with your buddy out there? He had, you know, got good buzz, passed out outside." And I guess he came to his senses like 30 minutes later, and then my parents look at him, he out there waking up, and the first thing he did, he put his hand in his pants and checked his asshole. And I said, "Man, what the hell you think is happening to you?"
Thought he was at a Diddy party.
I looked at that because he was outside by himself, and I said, "Hey, man, what you think just happened to you? Like, what did happen to you before?"
Big LA. To answer your question, this is why he's old in spirit. He hangs around a lot of old people.
I do too. I've been doing it. I've been doing it since I was a youngster, so I understand it. I'm just saying, even that, I'm 37. I was kicking it around niggas Russ age, and you ain't gonna catch me out here saying wet daddy. Sir.
I am not the barometer here in this bitch.
Why he come for you like that?
School.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, shit. I am not the
Russ told him,
barometer
keep it
of
up,
old
keep it up. No more money for you.
Man.
Oh shit.
Crazy.
Damn it. Damn
You
it.
say Russ ain't like shit. What the fuck
No,
about
I'm not saying it
sleeping?
like that. I'm saying it like I kicked it around older heads. I didn't halfway get along with the kid with the motherfucker my age bracket.
Oh, I was your age.
Russ said, nigga, you 37. How fucking old you think I am?
Hey. Russ a cool 45. You know what I'm saying? A cool 45.
Well, I'll take that.
Yeah,
I
being
know.
generous now.
Sir, anybody ask you?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'll take that.
Hey, real talk, man. Before we get out, I want to ask all y'all this question on the panel. Me and my wife talked about this earlier, but DeAndre Ayton, he left a young lady in Turks and Caicos stranded. I guess you fly somebody out, she didn't want to get with the program. What do y'all think about that?
She knew what it was when she looked her silly ass in his face and said, okay, I know what we doing. Yeah, I'm grown. Okay, that means if you grown and you fuck up, you deal with the grown consequences of your ass getting left. I didn't spend all that money, do all that, bring you out here, fly you out here. Yeah, okay. Leave your ass where, yeah, okay. Leave you out here. You might find another one.
Yeah,
might find another one.
She knew what time it was when she got her ass on that plane.
Facts.
She knew what time it was. So if you wasn't planning on sleeping with that man, you should have said, I'm gonna decline.
And me being the only female in this room, I totally agree with each and every one of y'all because she already knew what the play was when she got on that plane. She already knew what it was when he flew her out there. So why, when it gets down to that point, it's like now you don't want to give up what you done already told him you was gonna do. You thought he was just bringing you out here because you got this build-a-bear body? No, he wasn't bringing you out there for that. He can get that anywhere.
Just to stare at your beauty.
I totally disagree with the panel. I believe he should have been a gentleman and brought her back home.
What you saying?
No more money for you.
See, that's that Mad Dog 2020 and that Silver Satin talking now. That's what that is.
That's funny.
That's what's talking right about now. Because ain't no way, buddy. First of all, if she was really that tight, she should have had her own money. She should have had her own flight. If she wasn't gonna,
wouldn't everybody admit this one fact that some people are definitely special? They don't have the ability to think.
And she
no more money for you.
Are there people like that? Are there people that don't have the ability to think?
No. Because we're not gonna play these games. It's too many women out here doing this, where they having these men fly them out, and then when it's time for them to pay up or up the goods, it's like now they don't want to do it. It's like you already knew what the play was. So unless you gonna fly yourself out and buy yourself all these expensive gifts, then why do you expect anything other than that? Like, we not gonna act like we ain't grown. We all grown
and
here.
You know what's so crazy? What old boy said, these ladies like them calling these guys tricks, but they don't want to call themselves prostitutes.
Like, you have these videos where you have these gold digging women that walks past a man because of how he look, but as soon as he get in that car that's 100,000, as soon as he get in these nice cars, they change up their whole demeanor. Oh, well, you gonna take me shopping? Like, what?
And you see that shit all the time on them gold digger pranks. You know what I'm saying? I'm not interested. As soon as you get in that Lambo, oh, you gotta take me shopping now. Gotta take you shopping.
What is wrong? What didn't happen? Like, it's women that I'm just sorry. Like, I love my sisters, but at the same time, it's just it's so much that done changed. It just I'm an old fashioned girl. I was raised with morals and standards. I was raised by only a woman that comes from the country, but my grandmother is Caribbean. So I have to have standards. It was mandatory that we respect ourselves.
I was
Hey, well,
raised
tell
on
me this one
plays.
right here, E. What about that dude that does the bully prank? What do you think would happen if he was doing that out in L.A.?
The bully
The
prank.
bully prank.
Yeah, the bully prankster. He's always pulling pranks on guys, often like the mother states, and ready to scrap with them.
Yeah, I know. Acting like he, like dude where you from or want to
Is it
act
that
tough.
dude that be going around kissing people?
No,
No,
he
not
be he
that
be
dude. Hey,
he
he
be
pulled
trying
up
to
on
start
Don. Remember he
fights.
kissed you at the park?
Sick motherfucker. Yeah, he be getting in fights with people. He start fights with them and tell them it's a prank, but then they be ready to fight. And I was just asking Eve, what do you think would happen if he was in LA doing that?
That shit wouldn't work in LA. Like I tell people,
Yeah,
you can't, some
he
of them pranks that people pull, you can't pull that shit in LA, man. Look,
he
niggas
would
in
get
LA
lit
are
up.
still
He would
smoking
get
raw
lit up the
cocaine.
first.
Do y'all
You gonna pull that shit on
remember,
somebody?
Murph? I know you remember
Yeah.
this. Remember the DC clowns? Remember them prankers, DC
Oh,
prankers, where they would go around scaring
DM
people,
prank
the
clown.
clowns. And
Yeah.
so, remember when they came out to LA? That was the last episode they had when they came out to LA.
That was the last episode they had when they came out here because they got their ass beat out here in LA trying to prank people.
And they got shot at.
Yeah, homeboy would.
Somebody
Yeah,
ended
he
up
would.
smoking one of them.
Yeah, he would get
They
smoked
was
out in
not
LA.
playing. They was not playing. Don't play that out here in LA. People don't play with clowns like that.
Yeah, they don't play with nobody like that. Especially somebody trying to bully them and act like they're gonna fight them. They gonna end
Oh
up getting
yeah.
shot. Cause he's a big
That
dude.
dude
And
that wants to
you know
pull
these bangers out here,
that
they've been
prank,
lit him up.
that dude ain't pranking no more.
No more money for you.
He is not making no more.
No more pranks.
Like I say, but real talk, man, we've been over 2 hours. Shit. Like I say, man, like the name of this show was called Circle Reconstruction. It's not necessarily saying just reconstruct your circle, but just reconstruct stuff around you that may be set in stone. A lot of people ain't changed up ways they've been doing for years. Some people take the same route to and from work every day. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't deviate nothing. Some people in the same position that they're in and they know what they need to change but don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I think that's a form of insanity. But like I say, we're
Doing the
gonna go
same thing
around
over and over and expecting different.
over again. Real talk. Like some of these drug addicts are insane. Like I say, some of these people have been smoking drugs for 40 years of their life, hardcore drugs. And like I say, this ain't the down nobody, for educational purpose only. Hope one of them here and say, hey, your mind and words are strong. If you just tell yourself every day that I'm gonna stop, you're gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to tell yourself, like, I'm gonna get off this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just like you tell yourself to get up and go get it, you can tell yourself to sit down. There's a lot of people that went cold turkey. A lot of people. You don't hear about that. A lot of people have went cold turkey. I've worked with a few at SkyWest. Some went cold turkey and some didn't. But you don't need to. You need leave that shit alone, man. Like I say, enjoy life, enjoy time.
Change your circle.
You
A
cannot.
lot of that got to do with the people you're around. Change your circle.
Real talk. And you cannot. How do I say this? You cannot recreate time. So everybody who felt focused on the bag, you already lost, because you can make money, but you cannot make time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can make time for somebody you have, but you cannot recreate time.
Yeah.
So that's what a lot of people, I guarantee you, if you start valuing time, appreciating time, valuing time, you will look at it different. You wouldn't give your time to everybody. You'll give money to somebody who come up to your car asking for $1. You're just giving them money. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're looking at. I don't mean no harm. We know who need and who don't. My time is worth more. I'm not finna waste my time on somebody who's going to take what I'm going to give them and use something that's going to, utilize their time in a bad way.
Yeah.
So a lot of people got to really snap back into that, see what's going on with themselves, people around them, be vigilant. Is somebody around you right now that may need a helping hand, and you know him or her needs that and won't say anything? That says a lot about you as a person. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people you see on the streets right now, a lot of family members you may have that's not doing good, older ones who may not be able to crack a habit, some people who may need psychiatric help but not in a position to get it. One conversation can change somebody's life. One positive thought or word to somebody may do way more than what you ever think. So I say that to say this, everybody got to be themselves, you know what I'm saying, and get back to reality, snap back into reality. But yeah, man, big LA, man. We're gonna go around this panel real quick, man, before we get up out of here, man. Shit. Damn, I gotta look online too. Somebody was like, damn, man, you coming up on your 50th episode already. I'm like, God damn, I didn't even know that.
Love who love y'all. Love who love y'all. Take care of who take care of y'all. Too much going on to try to worry about everybody. Not everybody gonna want to listen. So make sure yours is good. And hey, we'll see y'all in a little while. You dig what I'm saying? See y'all next week.
That what's up, man. That what's up. My boy Ron, man, go ahead.
Hey, PK, I'm gonna put back on that Trump stuff y'all was talking about. You asked, can people change? People can change, no doubt about it. But hate, everybody will agree, nobody's born as a hater. Nobody born hating. It's taught. Trump's daddy was in the Klan. He hated black people. He taught it to his son. So whatever you take out of that, you take out of it. But from my experience and knowing how he was all those years, I doubt very seriously. You calling those black girls gigaboos and all these other stuff short for jigaboo, and you are who you are. That's anybody. Me, you, anybody. Everybody is who they are. Watch that. I'm out.
That what's up. That's what's up, Don. And like you say, people do change. For those who don't change, only one thing is gonna, be said and happen for you all.
No more money for you.
You're a whole man. A whole man.
Go ahead, my buddy.
Just this week, go about each and every day with gratitude. Wake up with it in your heart and your mind and your thoughts. And then also, as you were saying, time. Be careful with it. It's not promised to any of us. It's a gift. It's not a guarantee. And it's time. It's time to take back what's ours. It's time to wake up. It's time to become that village that we used to have, that community that we used to be. It's time. So gratitude and time should be your focus this week, if anything else.
Hey, Denise, what about my flatulence problem?
Lord, I'm going to pray for you.
No more money for you.
I'm going to pray for you. I'm just going to pray for you.
My bad.
Hey, you supposed to be a deacon.
What, deacon's for it?
Hey, you supposed to be a deacon. You need to work on yourself. Man, get you some, what they call them, what are them pills? Them Altoids, what are they called? Some things that help
Altoid.
them
More like a
older
fucking
people. You know them pills that
laxative.
help older people. No, he don't need no
What
laxatives.
Nutty
Then that
Professor
fart
say, boy, you need to
will
go
become
clean your damn
run.
colon or something.
He don't
Malox,
need the runs because then he gonna
some
need the
Malox,
pen.
Malox,
I can't
Malox.
think of the name of it. I'm gonna send it to Ian. I'm gonna tell him to send it to you. Be like, this one he needs.
Man. But shit, like I say, man, look, man, we've been over here over 2 hours, man. You know, appreciate everybody for stepping in, joining in. But let me leave you with this. Let me say, you don't owe loyalty to dysfunction. You don't have to explain your growth to people who were never growing with you. Circle Reconstruction is not about hate. It's not about ego. It's about survival. It's about elevation. It's about building a future where you're surrounded by people who pour into you, not pull from you. In this political climate, this economic crisis, this cultural confusion, you can't afford to have the wrong people next to you. Especially as a Black American, we have got to stop putting others before ourselves. We show up, we fight, we support, but when it's our turn, everybody's silent. That silence shouldn't tell you something, you know, or you want to know what's real love looks like. It's accountability, it's protection, it's alignment, and it's your circle, you know. And if your circle doesn't reflect that, rebuild it. Don't be afraid to burn what doesn't serve you so you can build what saves you. Reconstruct your circle, refocus your energy, reinforce your worth, you know, because when you surround yourself with the right people, the world hits different. So I appreciate everybody listening, everybody that stopped through. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stay safe, stay aware. You know what I'm saying? Never be afraid to choose you. Real talk. You know, real talk don't end and just take a break. Y'all follow up on the Bracero program because the Bracero program is something y'all need to pay attention to. And I see.
It's heat pouring out the pictures from this music that I'm spitting. I'm demanding all attention, so I hope the street listen. Wish my people was around to see the day I got big. Rest in peace to those deceased behind this gangbang shit. I'm southern by my soul, West Coast is where I'm from. Spend some time at H-Town, but South Central, here I come. Got a problem, let's do it. Fuck a gun, knuckle up. I think it's time to West Side.